Okay, so a bit of an update on the Dilbert badge. I've now, if I do, just patch the camera up here a sec. Yeah, not the best stand, but it'll do. So I've now got a feature on the Dilbert badge where it will automatically dim the display after a certain time, and then after another certain time, it'll turn the display backlight off. Mainly as a power saving feature, because I've realized that as it is, there isn't any way other than if an app does it itself to control the backlight intensity. So that should be the dimmed intensity at the moment. Ideally, it should probably be a bit dimmer. I'm waiting until it goes fully. There we go. It's so the timeout at the moment is 10 seconds to go dim and then 50 seconds more to go out. And it's woken up. The screen's woken up by any valid key press. So when an app handles a key press, it can return saying, yes, this is a valid key press and I've handled it, or no, it's not a valid key press. So only valid key presses will wake the display up or keep it awake. So on the main menu, left and right don't do anything, but up and down do. And then the key press is handled normally. So the key press to wake it up is still a key press for the application that's running. It's not like you would have a key press to wake it up and another key press. You don't have to duplicate the key press, is what I'm trying to say. So it just went from the full intensity to the dimmed intensity there. Interestingly enough, it doesn't actually appear that dimmer, considering that the if I just have a look and see what I actually set the dimmed intensity to. So the full intensity is the maximum PWM range on the ESP8266, which from memory I think is 1023. But it's whatever the PWM range macro is. And then for the dimmed intensity, I've got that set to 150. So there's not actually a great deal in difference in. This is in relatively good ambient lighting. The camera isn't showing a very good representation of the ambient lighting. It looks a bit dimmer in reality, but yeah, if anything, I think it looks a little bit better with the back of the backlight actually appears to be black. I mean, the back of the display actually appears to be black when it's dimmed. But that sort of brings me on to the other thing, which is this new app, the System Settings app. It's nothing at the moment. It's still a work in progress. Another thing I was going to do is currently when you press the B button, you press and hold it, but you have to release it before it will go back, which is counterintuitive to how you expect a press hold button to work. So I'm hopefully going to have that where you'll press and hold it, and then when you've held it long enough, it'll just go back, and then you can release it, rather than having to hold it, sort of try and count how long you've been holding it for, and then release it, because it is quite a while you have to hold it for. It's about in code, it's about 800 milliseconds, which in reality, which with the way the buttons are being pulled, can be a maximum of 900 milliseconds, but for some reason it does actually feel longer than that. Or maybe a second is just a long time to have to hold a button. But either way, that's what I'm trying to get done now. I'll probably try and get the button done next, and then when all of that's working, I can do the settings application. Because currently the only way to change it is by changing these variables in the code. But yeah, other than that, it all seems to be going well. I don't think I'm going to bother fixing the other issue of running out of space on here for applications, mainly because I don't anticipate there being many more in time for EMF, and I can't be bothered either, to be honest. I've spent enough time on this project, and it's got to the good enough stage for me. So after doing the settings app, I might do a weather app as well, because that would be quite interesting, and it would actually make use of the Wi-Fi radio as well. So yeah, that's about all about Safe now. Thanks for watching.